Van Basham from Chomo Stompers Worldwide, and I'm chatting with Staxx.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Ben Basham, Batshit, Basham, right? Basham Ben.
That's me, man. Glad to be here.
Yeah, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. So I've seen you on different social medias. You have some pretty entertaining videos.
Well,
I played them for my audience, and they thought they were pretty entertaining as well. So I figured I'd reach out and see what your story's about.
Yes, sir.
Where were you born and raised?
Born and raised in Millbridge, Maine, 1981. Come right out of the disco era, I guess.
Yeah. So what was your early life like?
I had great parents. My parents have always been good to me. They bought me a house. They were pretty well-to-do, well off. My sister's a teacher. You know, they're pretty good people. They were always good to me, but you know, and sometimes in life things happen. I went to school, and school life was very dysfunctional. Every day I was going into school and just seeing horror stories with the kids around me.
Yeah. So what was it like growing up in Maine? Did you get in trouble at early age?
All the time. That was just a bad egg, I guess. Always getting in trouble, and later made bad choices that I wish I didn't do, and I wish I could have changed it. I wish I could have gone a different route. Now in my life at 43, I find that I'm here picking up the pieces.
What kind of stuff would you get into back then?
Oh, back when I was younger, it was basically just, you know, doing a little drugs and, you know, fighting with people and, you know, just being a menace to society back then.
Yeah. You're into motorcycles, right?
I tried riding. But the thing is, I crashed. I'm no good on a motorcycle.
Yeah, but didn't you try to start a motorcycle club yourself?
Well, I'm going to tell you that right now. It was never an MC. We never went around advertising ourselves. The first one I tried to start was 10 years ago, and it was pretty much a street gang. We were up to no good. It was a mistake. We shouldn't have done it. And it all fell apart. But yeah, we wore vests, and we were urged by certain people to not do what we were doing. Because they thought it was disrespectful. And in many cases, we chose to listen because we were only 7 or 8 people strong. You know, these bigger clubs could have wiped us out like that. And we knew
and so you guys had vests with a top rocker and a bottom. Did you have the state on the bottom?
We didn't have a bottom rocker. The bottom rocker we left off out of respect because we didn't really want no trouble. You know, there are bikers around this area. Not going to say who. I'm not going to drop names, but, you know, they're around.
Yeah. So you guys formed this group.
It all started because what happened was, all right, in 2008, I got in a big trouble with this drive-by shooting in Millbridge, Maine. I did time over it. Everybody involved, we did time for that. It was a shooting of a guy who was an illegal alien. And I'm going to say I did not pull the trigger, but I was there and I drove and I was a part of it. And we did time for that.
What was the reason for the shooting?
It was a big misunderstanding. It had really nothing to do with me. A guy that I was friends with at the time, I thought he was my brother, and he really wasn't. I went for him. They said, you know, the car accident, hit his girlfriend in the car accident, and so I went up there.
So how long did you do in prison for that?
Well, what ended up happening was we got county time. I got a good lawyer and fought it. Parents hired a good lawyer, the best one in Maine, pretty much. I like that guy. I did about 6 months.
That's
Other guy that pulled the trigger, he did about that long too.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
You only did 6 months for shooting someone.
Well, the thing was, is it wasn't, there's really a lot of things to it. The cops did some misconduct. They tried to charge it as a hate crime at the time. It ended up being a civil rights violation in the end. And after we both got out, they both gave us a list of things that we could not do. Like we couldn't make like no racial jokes, couldn't go anywhere near that guy, couldn't, like, all these demands, like we couldn't send people to, they covered all the bases, couldn't send people to threaten him. Look, I knew the guy that got shot, and he worked for my uncle, because my uncle owned this really, really, really big business around their area for a lot of years, made a lot of money, and had these Hispanics come here and work for him. So I knew this. You know, I may have had racial problems in the past, but that's not who I am today. Part of my healing process was I had to get over that shit and realize that it was wrong.
You start this group, right? And the clubs come to you, and walk me through that day when they come to you and tell you you ain't doing this.
They actually contacted one of my cousins who was a big time player. That's what happened. They never came to me directly. But my cousin was a serious person. And then my underboss, well, the guy right under me, who I really don't have any ties with anymore, he talked with them.
Who's that? Your other guy, right?
No. This group is way before what I'm doing now.
No.
The group, the Nutsos, was the one in 2010. The one I'm doing now is Chomo Stompers Worldwide.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood, because you made a video.
This message is to all the 1%er, outlaw, biker, MCs, and clubs in this country. As big and as bad as a reputation that you fellas hold, you're gonna let these twin outlaw talk to you the way they do?
What do you think about them?
I knew that was gonna come up, so I'm gonna say, look, I wasn't disrespecting the 1%ers. They had a reputation. They were bad dudes, what I knew of them. And it kind of pained me and made me eat my words when I see these guys talking the way they are about them.
Yeah, but they're talking on the internet, so that's a little different. It's not like they're in someone's face saying that type of stuff. They're on the internet.
Truth is even myself, I have gotten offended over the internet. I just didn't understand, because the videos came out about the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood at Sturgis. And in these videos, you see the Hells Angels walking beside them. I just couldn't fathom what the f is going on. And a lot of people think that they're the FBI. I don't think they are. I think they're just two.
Yeah, I don't think they're law enforcement. So what happened was they were at Sturgis. The Hells Angels recognized them, started walking towards them, and they pulled guns out and hid, and they were waving for the cops. The cops were nearby, and they came and surrounded them.
Jeez, I didn't see that video. Wow.
Yeah, and they escorted them. They escorted them out of Sturgis.
Well, that's great, because I mean, what I'm saying is, I'm glad to see that they did something about it, because in my day, we never would have talked that way about them guys.
No, nobody would.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy how disrespectful they are to these clubs when they really didn't do anything to them.
Dude, these clubs are good people. A lot of these guys help people. I don't care what nobody says about them. They help people. They do toy runs. They give money to charity. These clubs are not bad people. They're not my enemy.
So what do you think about the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood, and when did you first come and see them?
So I'm on TikTok, and I'm up to about 1/3 of a million likes. And I got one video went viral in 2 other countries. I'd seen them all around, and I'd seen all these people, just, it seemed like nobody was saying nothing, doing nothing about it. And geez, I guess I was misinformed. If the Hells Angels did something about it, that's great. I'm glad to see that they stood up, because in my day we wouldn't talk that way to them.
Yeah, the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood pulled guns on the Hells Angels at Sturgis, and the cops came, surrounded the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood and kept them safe, and then escorted them out of Sturgis.
See, I don't really I have paranoid schizophrenia. I don't know if you know much about that. That's one thing I didn't tell you about growing up. I did time in a mental institution. When I was 17, almost a year, almost got sent to long-term care. When I was 18, I was diagnosed with schizophrenia. And so I get paranoid about things as, you know, as part of my survival. But what I couldn't understand was that, you know, these guys are not cops. I mean, maybe it's just me being paranoid. I don't know what angle these twin outlaw brotherhoods are coming at anybody with. It don't make a lot of sense. If they are feds, like these people keep telling me they are, why are they on the internet?
I don't think they're smart enough to be feds.
I don't think so either. I think the feds would not accept them.
No. They're not cops. But they are baiting these clubs into doing something to them. But I honestly don't think that the clubs care that enough about them on the internet talking shit. I really don't think they care.
Well, it's like what I say. Sometimes when you go walking that line, eventually it comes back to you. It's like I found out doing my fight videos on TikTok that, you know, if I kept going this route, trying to be a tough guy, it was going to come back to me. I like to do some comedy things online now, just for shits and giggles and fun. But this new thing I'm doing, Chomo Stompers, is really taking off. My friend from New York, Freddie Gringo, he's the internet guy. His brother Wayne is our warlord. Look, we're a small group. We're trying to build, and we'll accept anybody. Look, I don't care if you're gay. I don't care what race you are. As long as you don't hit on us or make racial slurs at us, we will accept you. Even if you're crippled, we'll find something for you to do.
So what would you say to the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood if they were watching?
If they're watching?
Yeah. Give them a message from you.
Well, I'll say it like this. You go fucking around long enough, it'll come back to you. All right? This ain't my fight. This had really nothing to do with me, as I'll admit now. I was just ate my words when I thought that these MCs were going to let you punks talk that way to them. And you know, I'll say whatever about you guys. I'll make videos about you. You guys ain't feds. I know it. Maybe nobody else knows it. The feds would not accept you two punks. And me and Freddie Gringo will get in the ring and have a tag team match with you two any time you want. And we'll take care of it for every one of the other MCs. Now, I do fight nights. I did a fight night this summer right in my backyard. I set up a ring. We had fight nights in all my videos. All right? And here's my challenge I'll put out. We'll put the fucking gloves on. I'll take on one of you. Freddie Gringo will take on the other one. That's what we've wanted to do. Stomper Cousins versus the Outlaw Twins. And how's that?
You challenged these guys to a fight before, didn't you?
I'm guessing I probably did.
You said, I'll kick your ass. Remember?
Yeah, I did.
Did they respond?
No.
Well, they might respond to this one because I'm going to blast it all over the place.
Good.
And
I'm not scared of them two friggin' sissies. I used to fight people my whole life. I get my friggin' head pounded in since I was a kid. A pound into me is nothing. And, you know, I don't want to friggin' every time they friggin' start bringing these fellas up, it gets me going. But I'm so glad to see it. Now, listen, I want to tell you something else. I'm glad the space that I'm in today because I came a long ways. I was a drug addict. I kicked it. Been 7 years without any hard drugs. All right? I never thought I'd be probably sitting on a show doing this. My family's probably going to think I'm crazy, but they already know I'm crazy.
Things change, man, you know, people can change.
But listen, man, I want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity. I mean, I can't thank you enough. But I want to say any of these people out there that are having problems with chomos, we're not only trying to stomp chomos like we say. Listen, we want to help victims of this. We want to help them fight back. We want to help parents that have children that have been abused to fight back.
Where did all this come about? How did you create this organization, and how did it all start?
Because I was abused when I was in the mental hospital, and that
so you decided to fight back.
I had to, man. There was freaking that was worse, pretty much than doing time in jail. I mean, in jail, you knew what was going down. You knew the rules. You could see it coming. In that mental hospital, they tricked you. And all kinds of bad stuff happened there. And then nothing will ever get done about it. But maybe that started the fight years ago. I don't like Chomos.
I don't know a lot of people that do, you know?
That's why, though, that they should take me on as an ally. Because, you know, we do live in a Chomo world. So many times in this world, these things go unpunished. People don't get justice. And I'd like to see that change.
One of the members of the BACA organization, the Bikers Against Child Abuse, was just arrested for abusing a child.
Wow.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah, that's up.
You create this organization. What did you and your cousin get together and talk about creating it?
We just call each other the Stomper cousins. He's not really my cousin.
Yeah, Freddie Gringo.
He's my friend from New York.
Shout out to Freddie Gringo. I've seen him online before.
Freddie Gringo is a good dude.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Freddie Gringo!
So, how did you guys how did you guys
Freddie
meet?
Gringo.
How did you guys meet?
We met online. We was doing sort of similar type of things online. We just sort of stumbled across each other. And we both had some good ideas, and we really hit it off. And his brother, who is injured right now, just got out of surgery. He's the third man in the administration. We call it the Hammerfist Club. No, it's not like we're really, really big, but the thing is it's starting to take off. There's a lot of people contacting us talking about wanting to join. And we just sort of need to punch through the wall, if you know what I mean.
So what, you have people hitting you up wanting to join your organization?
Oh, yeah. For sure. Even some of my old friends that I knew back in the day are coming back and wanting to join.
How many people do you have in your organization now?
Well, right now we got, so the Hammerfist Club is the 3 leaders. We got these young fellas in Maine. There's 5 of them. And then we got a couple friends, couple affiliates. But it hasn't really taken off like it should yet. But we're trying to build. We have to make sacrifices. And sometimes we have to let things slide that maybe other people wouldn't let slide. Because we need to build our club, and sometimes to do that, you have to make choices that other people wouldn't make.
Like what? Do you got a prospecting period or anything like that?
Well, yeah, there is that, but when we're starting out, we're just really more or less getting organized. We've been doing a lot of stuff online with TikTok. Now, eventually, we want to. We even tried baiting some of them, seeing if they'd show up. Like some of those pred hunters do. We'd like to do some stuff like that. Go and confront them on video. And
yeah, but so say one of them show up. What are you going to do to them?
What am I going to do to them? Probably ridicule them. Look, we don't want to get in any big trouble right now. I'm saying if they show up, it'd probably be not much different than any of the other ones. But, it depends on, this fella, Alaskan Avenger. I don't know if I want to just briefly talk about him. He's a really good guy. He went and hunted these guys down. But, what I would say to kids, if you're experiencing someone in your life, you tell somebody. We understand that not everybody are the warriors that me and Freddie Gringo and his brother are. Not everybody is able to stand up for themselves. So if you're a young person and you have any trouble like this, you just tell somebody. Because somebody will care.
100%.
I think, anyone that thinks it's wrong to rat on a Chomo, you're crazy. You might as well send them to where they go, because I'll tell you this. One of the times I was doing time, there was a guy in that jail that had done something to his friend's 15-year-old daughter, and they stomped on his testicles, and the guy just did nothing. So he wasn't treated good. They made him clean the room. Story I'm going to tell you about that. They had a whole bunch of us in the cell, and they come in, and there was that one Skinner guy that nobody liked, And the guide said, all right, everybody down and clean up the damn cell now. It's a mess in here. So we all got down. The other guys got back up and they said, Ben, are you a rat? I said, no. They said, Ben, are you a Skinner? I said, no. Then they said, what the are you doing cleaning? Get back up on your bunk, go to sleep, and shut the up. Now I'm a young guy. That's exactly what I did. But they made the Skinner clean the whole room.
By himself?
Yeah.
They treat him pretty bad in there, huh?
They treat them bad. Most places they do treat them bad, but I'm going to say they've let some of them slide over the years. I mean, when you think about guys like Warren Jeffs, the polygamous cult leader that's doing life for all that sick shit that he did, nobody's harmed him. Nobody harmed Bill Cosby. I mean, I honestly think Diddy might get away with it. Diddy might walk free. I mean, after so long, he'll probably be smiling, and I hate it because we live in a Chomo world.
No, they said he's probably going to get around 11 years, I heard.
Yeah, I mean, but that Whitey Bulger didn't do so well.
No.
No, Whitey Bulger is pretty much from the area that I'm close to. He was Boston. I'm only like 6 hours away from Boston.
Pretty far.
It is pretty far, but I mean, New England, you never heard of a guy like that in New England, really. And, you know, they killed him because he was an informant. He was a child. He had every unlikable quality there was to have about a prisoner.
Pretty much.
And then they do catch you in there. But, you know, like I said, there's been instances where they've let them slide. I don't understand it, but.
If I contact the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood,
yep,
and they're willing to come on a stream and have a conversation with you, would you be willing to do that?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'll see if I can set it up. We'll have a debate online.
Awesome. Yeah.
So,
hey,
so
can we get Freddie Gringo in on it?
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome.
So you make this organization. How long have you guys been an organization for now?
April 2nd.
Of this year?
Yes.
Hey, I think it'll grow, man. I think it's got a catchy name. I'd like to.
I make a lot of T-shirts. You know anyone that wants a T-shirt? Let me know. I make T-shirts with all that stuff.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Chinese.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I saw your videos on there. They're pretty funny. I was laughing, man, when I see them. The Bill Cosby on the ground, and you guys are stomping on him.
And we're gonna send you all crying to your
We will send up some flowers.
The Stomper cousins are here to send a message to the Twin Outlaws.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's part of
Funny.
our logo. We're stomping on him.
That's what it is, right? Bill Cosby's getting stomped on your logo.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think what he did was pretty awful. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
It really is despicable what these people are doing.
You know, I don't think highly of this in Hollywood anymore. I mean, are they all like this? I mean, makes me wonder.
Hey,
Glad
you
I
never
never
know.
got famous.
So, what do you got planned for the future for you and your organization, and what are you doing for the future?
We want to make this organization grow, and we want to move towards maybe helping victims more.
Oh yeah, it's a good cause, man, and I commend you for doing it.
Thank you so much.
Do you want to give anyone a shout out before we go?
Yeah, I'd like to send a shout out to the New York chapter. Freddie Gringo, Cherokee Wayne, all my family back home. I love you, and I'd do anything for you. Any friends that have stuck with me, cool. I appreciate you.
And what do you got to say for the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood?
Twin Outlaws, let's have a talk. Just because I am who I am, and you are who you are, don't mean you can't talk to me.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Awesome, man.
If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this show, too bad. Start your own podcast.